And we're a California-based company that's passionate about plant-based beverages and trying to form a long-term food and beverage company of the future. And I'm here to present ideas on the important foundations of that and about all the kind of real-life struggles it takes to try to make a sustainable food supply. Well, for me, the Sustainable Food Summit is an important gathering because it brings together people who are passionate about long-term commitments in improving the food supply, both from a quality standpoint and a long-term planetary sustainability standpoint. Well, another reason I like to come to the summit is the community that's formed by the people that attend, and there's a lot of serendipity that always happens in those interactions, but also there's some deep vertical knowledge amongst a lot of the attendees around tackling specific issues like packaging sustainability, water issues, GMO, and other important parts of the supply chain that need a kind of a consensus building and a movement building in order to achieve any kind of real progress. So I find that I always learn, number one, updates on what's happening, and it's there's a lot of people just looking for innovation and creativity. So it's a great spot to meet people who are like-minded that way. Well, for Califia, we're a rapidly growing company, and so we're producing a lot of products that have a number of ingredients. So trying to find direct traceability and transparency of our suppliers with our suppliers is a principal challenge. So I find here at the summit there's people that represent some of those transparency efforts and are really knowledgeable about a lot of the commodities like coffee that we're involved in and so on. So the thing that's important is that we're looking at all the inputs that go into a finished product. And I think the systems thinking that's involved in that seems to be a common quality of the attendees here. One of the most important things about the Sustainable Food Summit is the holistic system thinking that goes along and is part and parcel of, I think, the quality of the attendees. So I find that in my conversations, I'm able to have a much deeper, more substantive discussion because there's a common base of understanding of this key issue. Well, one of the biggest challenges for us is sustainable thinking and sustainable-minded thinking takes planning, takes inquiry, and takes time. And a lot of times with companies that have very rapid investment demands, it's important that we all learn how to structuralize that as a way of doing business and as an important design aspect of our businesses. So I think business structure, business design, and the way we look at our own companies as being sustainable is just as important as the products.
Excellent.
Well, the importance for me was just I'm finding a continuing evolution in the sophistication of the attendees. And it used to be more divided, I guess, between, say, people who were in the food industry and then people who were activists and, trying to see change. Now I think the market opportunities are really lining up with a lot of the things that only activists cared about before, but now the market itself, particularly with millennials, are passionate about those same things. So lots of big opportunities for companies who are facing those things forward.
So do you think sustainability is going to become something that's required of all?
Yeah. I mean, I think today we're at the tip of the iceberg because I think clean label, traceability, direct sourcing, and low energy inputs and all of this, and especially, natural, is going to be an absolute requirement, and the majority of the population is going to be expecting and demanding those of their basic food sources.